Welcome back to We Just Want a Podcast. I'm Liana.
I'm Carol.
And I'm Donna.
It's been a while since we did that intro, but yeah,
That's
welcome
true.
back.
To another episode.
Yes, to another episode of season 2. So today we're really excited about the topic, which is on small businesses. I think one of the reasons why we came across this is because of COVID. A lot of our friends actually started their own business or was just kind of side hustling, and we were really inspired by that. So let's get started, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah. If you guys want to go ahead and get started, maybe like give a little shout out as to the type of businesses that we saw our friends started, or um, what's your favorite places to shop at? Is there a reason why you would choose small businesses over maybe like franchises, for example?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can start because I already have my top 3 people in mind, and they're all personal friends of mine. Like you said, a lot of our friends are so bored in quarantine that they've started their own side hustle at home, and it's been really fun watching them through the process, especially because I've been in conversations with friends who talk about wanting to start the side hustle, and in the beginning it wasn't really to sell anything, but it was just more of like a hobby. And then once they started posting on Instagram on like what they made, they're like, oh, are you selling that? Can I have something similar to that? And then that's how all these small businesses started. So I will start with my very own roommate. She has started a macrame business, and I can tell you that it took her a long time to make it into a business because it's always just been a hobby for a few years. But I'm really proud for her of making this into a business because she has so many cool designs in mind, and she's always just working tirelessly right now to make designs for people, and she's made a lot of products. So her Instagram handle is Fringe by Fringe, and she has made macrame coasters. So for those who don't know what macrame is, it's basically like like it's like string that you make into wall tapestries. For example, her biggest thing is wall tapestries. I used to have one in my room, but it's now downstairs. But it's like a design where you have like a bunch of strings along like a tree branch, and she picks up tree branches from outside just to like save money. But it's also fun for her to like find it on hikes. It's like, oh, this is a really straight tree branch, and I'm gonna make a wall tapestry out of it. So it's
Wait,
like
she takes a tree, like she'll see a
branch,
twig and she'll just pull it and be like, I want to use
not from
this.
not straight from the tree. If it's already like on the ground and it looks very straight, then she would take that branch back home, like
Oh,
a
okay, I
wall
see.
tapestry out of it. Yeah, it's not something she just pulls from a tree and then like pulls it down. But anything that's like a straight tree branch, she gets really excited because she wants to take it home to make wall tapestries with that. um so yeah, it's like a bunch of strings, and then you make a design with the string, and then it displays like a design. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like strings that you make into a design, and then it's like you leave the rest to let it dangle. So her biggest thing is wall tapestries, but she started making coasters because people are really interested in it. She also makes water bottle holders. So it's kind of like a side bag where, but then you put your water bottle in it, and then it stretches out so you can put like other containers or bigger containers. And then I actually have, for those who are watching it on YouTube,
What is it? What are you looking for?
she also made this bag.
So cute.
Yeah, so she made this bag. She calls it, or it's like farmer markets bag where you can take it to grocery shopping, or like if you're buying fruit, you can easily put it in here. I've actually started using this as just another bag that I bring around, so it's really cute.
That
And
is
she
so
mixes in
cute.
all sorts of colors. And then the fringe is like this bottom thing here. So imagine this as like a wall tapestry, and then like there's strings that are flying down. But yeah, it's really cool.
Very bold.
But yeah, it's
You know, I thought fringes before was like another word for bangs, right? But like makes sense because fringes are like kind of in your face still, or it's dangly in a type. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
when you told me she makes fringes, I was like, she cuts bangs, and I'm like, oh wait, no, there's another type of fringes. It makes sense.
yeah. It's supposed to be a play on words when she made her Instagram handle, but it's just really like macrame art. Um, but yeah,
That's cute.
she likes to go to these uh plant fairs. I don't know if it's a fair, but it's like a marketplace where she would sell her macrame stuff and wall tapestries. So she does that every month
Mm.
in Pleasanton, and she makes a lot of money out of it. So I'm really proud of her. Yeah, but that's my highlight of Fringe by Fringe.
Hey.
So cute.
Okay.
The second business I want to highlight is a resin business from another friend of mine. Um, the Instagram handle is BND Creations, and it's by two people, two of my friends, one in NorCal, one in SoCal, and they make resin. So they make coasters, earrings. Um, they also make other resin stuff, but they're kind of like one-offs. But anything resin related, they're so open to making more. But they're mainly just doing coasters, trays, earrings, and whatnot. And I know Donna and Liana have bought from them as well. So it's everyone's really cool with it.
No, I get so many compliments when I wear my sunflower earrings that she made. They're like, "Oh my god, that's so cute!" I'm like, "Yes, sis, small business right here." I'm not wearing them right now, but if I ever take a picture with it, oh my god, so cute!
Cute. And it's very well made too, like very
Yeah.
good quality. And I think I was rough with it during like a weekend trip somewhere. And Brittany was so kind when I hit her up. I was like, hey, like, can you just help me glue together the earring
Or
back?
broke?
It just broke, but then she had like really great customer service where she's like, hey, let me just replace it for you like right away. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just saying. And the craftsmanship is great. And I get
Mm,
compliments on it all the time.
they probably do it for everyone, but they wrote like a little cute when they gave like the care letter and they wrote
Yeah.
my name. I'm like, this is so cute. I honestly love it when people like personalize those type of things. I'm like, she wrote "Dear Donna," and she wrote that she told me how to take care of it. I was like, okay, I will take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good with that. She's very customer service oriented. And then the last one I want to highlight is one of my favorite products. I am a really big fan of scented candles. So I've been buying from one of my friends who have started making home scented candles. I have used at least 5 since this quarantine, but they last
5.
very long. Yeah. They last very long. I want to say it's like 35 to 40 hours of lighting. And she makes like personalized scents as well, or she would like start with like very basic ones when she first started, and then now she's starting to mix different scents together to see if it would smell good. And so she's been really creative with that, and I really enjoyed it. My favorite scent right now from her is called white sage lavender. So it's a mixture of lavender and sage, which smells really good.
Trying to
Yeah.
imagine the smell with
Yeah.
sages and lavender. I was like, okay, I think I can understand what that smell is.
Yeah, she has like flowery smells, fruity smells. She's actually coming out with some fall scents as well in time for the fall. So I recommended her like, oh, you should do like a pumpkin smell or like fall wood smells, and she's starting to make those. So
Ooh.
yeah, I can't wait to buy more from her. I get so excited. Every time a candle is finished, like this one here, I'm like, I'm I'm so sad. I need to buy more.
Very
Do you
nice.
guys always finish your candles? Like you guys are able to always go all the way
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, I like to light them up when I'm working just because I like to smell the scent. It kind of calms me. And just looking at it just like it brings me joy.
Mm.
But yeah. Oh, that one is called Stay Lit candles.
Hey.
Like Stay Lit. Hey.
Honestly, that like if your small business has a cool name, that kind of like sticks to it. You know, like stay lit. I would like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, bam, like something easy to remember. I think that also always goes to like your marketing, like, oh, you know, what's a memorable name people go by? Like ours, we just wanna. How playful is that? And then people
Yeah,
remember
exactly.
that name just by like having it being very playful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I like the punny kind of business names because it's so
Mm-hmm.
easy to remember. It's like, oh yeah, Stay Lit. Fringe by
Or Fringe.
Fringe.
So cute.
Yeah.
So cute. Yeah. And to Donna's point earlier, I think that small businesses always has that personalized touch. Like there's always that extra
Mhm.
care behind it. And that's always what sticks out to me too. Like I still kept Brittany's like note. I don't know. Like I can't throw it away. Like it's so cute, you know, like
Yeah.
recycling it. But yeah, it's just that special care that I appreciate.
Mhm.
So before even quarantine, I've been always supporting the small business of the girls who do lashes. Like, lashes took away by storm. I don't have like lash extensions now, but I've been getting them since I want to say 2017, 2018, and I've honestly been going to like two lash techs. But I've seen a lot of my friends who are starting to do it, and they are awesome. Their pages are so cute. So the person who does my lashes right now, her name is Danelle, and she went to the same high school as me, and then like we use that time to like, catch up. But then I know now like some of my college friends doing it. So Rosina and Ginny, I see them doing it too, and they're so good. I can't wait to go to them too. And then my first lash tech, her name was Knock. I think her like lash page is like Lash Artistry, but she is so good. She's so popular. Oh my lord! But yes, those are the small businesses that I will always support. Like when your friends do beauty stuff, I will take it because good practice for them. It's like I feel more safe in a way where it's not a stranger doing something on me. Like it's someone I trust. It's someone who's I've seen their work and seen how they're how they act. I'm like, oh, and then when I see the professional side, I'm like, yes, girl, do your thing. Go ahead, charge me. I'll tip you. Like, yes, do it. Don't give me a friend discount. I will support.
Oh.
Yeah, very boss ladies, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So for me with small businesses, I don't really have like special ones, but especially when I see, close personal friends, I do make it my point or go out of my way to help support them. Because it's kind of like showing love to them too, right? Like it takes a little bit
Mhm.
of courage, a little bit of like risk taking entrepreneurship for them to kind of take this off. And who do you rely on when you start on something like this? It's usually your family and your friends. And so that
Mm-hmm.
can help support. And I do think, your wallet speaks your support, but it's also on social media. Like if you can
Mhm.
help reshare or like just what Carol just did earlier when she mentioned about their Instagram handles or, it doesn't have to cost money all the time. But I also want to encourage like our listeners, which I'm sure a lot of us already do. It's like go to your local farmers market or like go to your boutique stores. I mean, these usually, have a higher price tag to them, but think about the communities that you're supporting, whether it's like women owned or Black business owned or minority owned. Like it's just your dollar really does go a further way. And I think there's also like a more ethical responsibility if like, in terms of like sustainability in the quality of their products. um but yeah, I think one of my favorites is just to go to like the Campbell boutique stores or like I think Santana Row used to have these like on Sunday mornings. They have like vendors coming in, and it's a and it's a rare opportunity for us to like check out like jewelry from like Etsy makers.
Mhm.
So those are my favorite.
Have you been to First Fridays in downtown San Jose? Because there's a lot of small businesses or vendors that go they go there to like sell their products too. That's
Mhm.
like local.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't yet. I think it's because COVID hit and I just didn't find out about it until after. Is it still going on?
Oh, I don't know if it's going on right now, but it's been around for a while. I've gone sometimes even before COVID, and every month it's always because it's always on the first Friday of the month. So you always know like, oh, it's the first Friday of the month. There must be like a first Friday down in downtown San Jose, and I love to go sometimes. And there's always different vendors, so each time you go, it's not always going to be the same vendors.
Yeah.
That just reminded me, you know what my favorite meetups are? The food truck meetups.
Oh yeah. Those are so
Those,
Mm.
cute.
those are awesome. The lines are hella long, but when you have like those food truck meetups, I'm like, oh my god, there's so many like different stuff going around here, and it's so good. Like whether you want like Mexican food, Asian food, barbecue, or like vegan and vegetarian, there's always a food truck like around that has that. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what I miss. The food truck meetups.
Yeah, me too, actually. You just mentioned that. I was like, I don't know if you guys, I mean, I live in Milpitas, so when I went to high school, there's only this one food truck called Mogo's, which is like Mexican and Korean food like combined. And like it was like only like the cool hipster people went because you don't know where they're gonna park and it's always
Mm-hmm.
a cider thing. I mean, I wasn't part of the cool kids, so whenever I find out
You're like, oh, are you eating Mogos? Where'd you find that?
um, but yeah, I miss it too, Donna. Oh.
Speaking of food trucks, I just tried Chicken Bros for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Hey,
It's
shout out to
really good.
Manny.
It's
Yes.
really good. Because you can order online and then go pick it up. And then it took a while to even pick it up because there were so many people at that food truck. So it was really good. I enjoyed the sandwich itself. It was so good. But I wish they were in a different place because where the food truck was like kind of like not in an alleyway, but like kind of like an alley entryway. So it was hard to find parking, and then two, like the parking was like street parking, like on Stevens Creek Boulevard, where it's like so busy. So it took a while to find parking, but I enjoyed the chicken sandwich. It was really good.
They do it in like different places, so it's like like they'll tell you, oh, we're
Yeah.
doing it here, but that's what's cool about a food truck. But yes, Chicken Bro, shout out to you, Manny.
I don't even know if he listens, but shout outs is really good. So juicy.
Mm-hmm. I remember when he was telling me that he wanted to do a food truck. So one of the co-owners is one of my like one of my pledge brothers in the college fraternity we all met at. And I remember like back then he was like, dude, I want to have a food truck business. And I was like, dude, go for it. And then when he opened it up, him and his friends opened it up, and it was like, starting to get hella popular. I was like, holy shit, like I love it when your friends like dreams are, come into real life and you're like, heard of
Yeah.
this. Like my friends who were lashing before, and they're like, oh, I'm not that big yet. And then you see their page pop in, and like they're busy because they're all booked, and you're like, yes, whatever, support.
Yeah.
I know.
A lot of hard work. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't just become big overnight too. So it really talks a lot about the grit.
Yeah, I feel like social media or Instagram specifically has made small businesses really easy to promote. And I'm seeing a lot more advertisements on Instagram and Facebook about these small businesses. And they're like not even they don't even cost anything to promote on Instagram, especially if you have a big following or if you have friends and family who's willing to tag you and follow you.
Mm-hmm.
And promote
That's
for
what I
you.
hated before, when you were like, people before, they used to like take pictures of things, and other people were like, oh, where is that, or where'd you get, and like they don't tell you, like, why are you hiding the other business from other people? Like, share, bitch. Like, oh, sorry, but like I hate when you take a picture and then you ask them, oh, where'd you get that, or what is that, and they don't fucking respond. I'm like, hello, you're not helping the business if you're not promoting them. I'm like, oh. But now people are like, down to share. They're sharing locations. They're sharing tags. I'm like, okay, fine. Thank you for telling me where it is, because I want to support too. They ain't yours, but just saying. Don't hate on that. Let them share.
Yeah. What other food places that you have been supporting, either through DoorDash or actually going to the restaurant, getting takeout?
Honestly, I hate this, but a lot of my friends also are making desserts. So I'll eat like a cupcake or a cheesecake, like or like a frozen, like a strawberry at like a random day, because my friends are doing a dessert business. I think one of them, hers name is Camille and Dot Cake. She makes a lot of like smash board type of chocolate strawberries, and they're hella good. And then one time she made this like ube cheesecake or like cupcake, with coconut. I was like, oh my lord, this shit's hella good. But yeah.
Oh, yum. I love desserts.
Oh my goodness. That reminds me, I haven't baked in a while.
Oh, you have it?
I made chocolate chip cookies a couple weeks ago, but it's so easy to make it and everything else was already at home. I miss going to a grocery store and buying things, just specifically making the dessert. Specifically making it for the dessert.
So
If you
why do you
have
go to a
everything at
grocery
home
store?
already.
It's still open.
Huh? No, I know. I mean, how do I say this? Yeah, I haven't been to a grocery store where I'm buying my own groceries because I've been trying like meal delivery services. So that has been helping. I don't know if that's considered small business. I don't think so. But I've been ordering through that, so I didn't really have to go grocery shopping. And even with other stuff that's not offered through the meal delivery service, I have my roommate buy, because in the beginning of the pandemic, when a lot of people were panic buying. It was also like a way for us to just have one person go out and buy groceries for
Oh
us rather
yeah.
than everyone does their own groceries. So we had one of my roommates buy groceries for all of us. And then once I started getting the meal delivery service, then I just needed to buy less stuff, but she would still buy it for me. But now that it's like calmed down a little bit in terms of the panic buying, I will start making my own grocery trips and start buying stuff purely for dessert making or baking, just in general.
Dessert shopping. I see you.
Yeah.
With the occasional Lysol wipes run.
I still need that.
Still looking for it.
It's okay. I'll be fine for now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to your point, Carol, I think I've just been like made it a point to support the local restaurants because I know, once they closed out the dine-in option, like I know their revenue is just not as much as it used to be before. I mean,
Yeah.
so if you guys want the best, like Greek food, Mediterranean food, come to Mykonos Grill. I just had this yesterday, so that's why I like the I how do you say it? Gyro? Euro?
Euro.
Euro.
Gyro? Okay.
Euro.
Euro. I don't okay, so basically it's like only like $14, but like I could have it for dinner and lunch the next day and I'm full. Like and then it's bomb diggity. Like I was like it's so juicy and flavorful and so good. But yeah, it's in Milpitas. You guys should check it out.
Ooh. Also, there are some bars that are doing takeout now as well. So,
Oh, yeah.
like Haberdasher has been doing takeout alcohol drinks. They also have pies too. I've been getting pies from them, just the mini ones. And then last weekend, I went to 55 South because they had outdoor seating. So definitely
Oh, I
support
miss
the
55.
Like
yeah, no one's allowed to go inside, but they've kind of they took all the barrels that where people usually gather around the barrels to drink their drinks. They took
Yeah.
outside, and then now everyone's standing or sitting outside with their drinks. So do you remember the street between Cream and 55 South? They basically taken half of that street and then just like laid fake grass, and
Oh.
then they have the barrels as like placements or tables, and then they kind of made them social distance so that way people can still have drinks while hanging out outside.
That's nice.
Very cool.
Hmm. I didn't see a lot of bars open though. Like Temple's definitely closed. So is Nomikai. But 55 South can live, which is great.
I miss their Moscow Mule so much.
Yeah.
I remember watching a show saying like bars, they don't actually, or clubs don't survive, as long as people
Yeah.
hope for. But those ones, pre-COVID, they were there for a long time. So I was surprised. Like a lot of downtown clubs usually, shut down, but those three in the Triangle, 55,
Mhm.
Temple, and what's the other one? Nomakai. They've been there
Yeah.
for a hella long time. I miss them. I
Yeah.
don't really miss it, but
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying.
I get you.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Splash.
Huh?
What?
Splash? Splash.
Oh,
Splash?
Splash.
What
Oh,
about
I've
it?
been there.
I have not.
Hey, I support
Oh,
them too. I
Labyrinth
see
is
you.
closed as well.
Like
Labyrinth is
forever,
closed.
forever closed.
I don't know forever closed, but it was closed when I went there. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's closed permanently as well.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I know they're making bank when they're open, but yeah, you're right. Like, if there's a recession or like, something like this happens, I'm really not surprised because
Hmm.
it's 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 not essential, right? But I think I'm hopeful that once everything is back up, like people will crowd the shit out of those places.
Facts. Which is kind of scary, like knowing like
Right.
how COVID is. You're like thinking about it, like, oh my god, that's so scary. COVID, spreading. But you miss, that tightness of the people walking around you.
Exactly.
I don't miss that. I hate crowds. So I don't miss the being crowded inside. That's why I like the idea of like just hang out outside with the way 55 South had everything outside and you could still enjoy a drink as if you were inside. I was like, this is really nice, especially when the weather's really nice too.
Mm.
That's true.
Yeah. Um,
Anyway,
yeah, any other small businesses you can think of? You want to highlight?
mm, just tip well. If like, for if
Mm-hmm.
you go to like beauty services, I mean, like for example, I whenever I go to my hairstylist and she's, this small salon, like I think, like I said, she just knows me personally. Like I gossip with her. She knows my life story. Like I really do trust her versus like if I went to like a dry bar or something in Santana Row and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't,
Yeah.
or like Supercuts or something. It's, they kind of rotate people and for me it just feels better because I just know these people in my communities. um
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me, like before, I was like, if they're your friend, will they give you a discount? But I kind of think of it now as like, I won't ask ever for a friend discount because I want to keep supporting, how much, keep supporting them by paying them what they're learning. Oh, wait, I don't know. Yeah.
for
Reword.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like because they're your personal friend, you want to like support them by paying the full cost, if not more, like
Yeah.
even tip them like a higher tip too, just to help them support.
Yeah. Because, like, I feel like even when you're your friend, they'll try more, so you feel for them like, oh, God, they're trying much harder because we're friends. So I'll pay
Exactly.
full price for y'all businesses. Go ahead, charge me, sis.
I know. Whenever my friends are like, "I'll give you the friends discount," I was like, "No, tell me what the full price is. I will pay you full
Right?
price.
Like, don't give me the
Not
free
gonna be
muffin.
that much. It's not gonna be that much difference if you charge me $4 less. Like it's still $4 I can pay you. It's fine.
Yeah.
Help you out. So I get it. Yeah.
Love, 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 you guys, small businesses.
I know.
All
Oh,
right. Give me the fun fact.
All right, fun
uh,
fact. So, did you guys know when Walt Disney designed Mickey Mouse, for example, did you notice how like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse all had gloves? And that's because it's not because like they couldn't draw mouse hands or something, but it's more like they wanted to give the human like quality more. So I was like, oh,
Wait, but don't they have like 4 fingers?
oh yeah.
But yeah, that's the imaginary part.
They can't be too real.
Yeah, they can't be too real. I read. Oh God,
Too
I lost
freaky if they're
it.
real. That's so cute.
I was reading something that said like, oh, hold on, I'm trying to find it. Something about Toy Story because they're talking about Disneyland or Disney, right? It said like before they were like they translated, I guess in Taiwanese it was called Toys in the Hood. Is that true? Have you heard of that?
Mm-mm.
No.
No,
I have
I gotta
not.
find that.
Is it not like toys in the street, toys on the hood? Does Japanese people even have a hood? Oh yeah, yakuzas. Or I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Have you
read that
guys
somewhere.
Have you guys watched Imagineering,
Oh no, not yet.
the
Is it
show? It's really good. I really enjoyed it. It's just basically about how they created all the amusement parks and how the concepts behind all the rides they created, and even like how they designed the amusement parks in general outside of, or not the rides, but like where you walk and stuff. Um, it's really cool because like when you go to the international Disneyland parks or Disney World parks, they try to have characters in that culture. So like for example, like in Shanghai, they include like Mulan or
Oh, like
like,
more like
yeah, more like
their
it's like very
continent
connected with the
base.
people. Yeah, yeah. And then like in the Disneyland Paris, they have like Ratatouille because it's like French themed. So
Mm.
that way it has more of a connection with the people that are there, because it's like related to their culture, which is really cool.
All right, guys, I found it. The Toy Story titles that got rejected. So these were the titles: Made in Taiwan, The Cowboy and the Spaceman, Bring Me the Arm of Buzz Lightyear, Win the Frog, Toys in the Hood, Sub Assembly Required, each sold separately, Wind Up Heroes, To Infinity and Beyond, and Moving Buddies. So that's what it's called. Hashtag rejected Toy Story titles. And I guess the person who revealed it was the guy who edited Toy Story before co-directing Toy Story 2. So his name is Lee Unrick. And I guess he like revealed like all the rejected Toy Story like titles, which is really funny. Like
Those would have
imagine
been
if
so funny.
made in Taiwan?
Oh gosh,
Oh, good
that's
to know that.
hilarious.
Like there was a process to it. Like it didn't just come to them. Like they're like geniuses. Like it was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Disney works hard.
I would love to work for Disney. Let me just speak it into existence. I want to work for Disney in marketing.
Mm.
You would have to live in SoCal, in
Like,
Glendale specific. I've actually been to the Disney corporate because my work has people that are maintenance engineers there.
Mhm.
So I was there to support some of my employees, and I was able to see the Disney studios, and then I also got to see sets that are that belong to ABC Network because Disney owns ABC. So I
very
got to see the set of like Grey's Anatomy and General
That is
Hospital.
dope.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then I wanted to like take pictures, but then they were like, "Oh, you're not allowed to take pictures." I'm like, "Oh, shoot." And I took a picture of Vicky painting somewhere, like just like in the hallway of their cafeteria. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know I couldn't take pictures."
Wait, did you
But it was
save
really
it
cool.
or did they
Yeah, I
make you
saved
delete
it.
it? Oh, okay.
No, no. After that, I was like, I'm not gonna take any more pictures, but like I was like, this is so cool. I didn't delete it.
Nice.
Yeah,
oh, good, good.
cool.
All right, so that is it for today, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. And make sure to support your local businesses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
All
bye.
right.
Bye.
Goodbye, podcast people.
We out.
Bye.